Radio Creative. Streaming live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. Free Jingle Friday is made possible thanks to our sponsor, Restream. The easy way to stream to multiple social platforms at the same time. Restream Studio makes it simple to go live directly from your browser. Get your first month free at mrc.fm/restream.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my goodness me. Would you believe it? I'm Mike Russell.
Back. I'm Isabella Russell.
We're back from the studios of fun. And no, it hasn't changed quite yet, but we're ready for this. We've been ready for this for a long time, since the new year began. Let's get ready to make some jingles. .com. Oh yes, this is so exciting, Isabella.
It is super exciting. Do you know,
I'm so
happy to be back. And by the way, I love the intro. This is the first time I've seen it. Mike has been keeping it a grand secret of the house. He's like, I'm not showing you anything. I'm not showing you anything until we go live. So
I've got so many treats for you, Isabella, today. Do you want another one?
Oh, go on.
Check this out.
Go on.
This live stream is all about making jingles and voiceovers for you and script submissions are now open. Send your script in now at mrc.fm/script. It's over there. Or Super Chat Yellow or above, Isabella.
Nice.
And you're down. No, you're over
I'm
there.
So the script, the link should go there.
Hi down there, Isabella. How you doing?
No, hang on. Hi.
Are you all right?
Nice.
Yes. We have some new branding, and that's thanks in no small part to you for being a supporter of the stream. Every week in, week out, you'll super chat or you'll pay for an upgrade when you're at our form at mrc.fm/script, and then we get to produce you a jingle instead of just voice you a jingle. We make one with sound effects and stuff. It's really cool, and that helps us to pay for designers who make things like that and things that look like this. It's just really cool.
This. I absolutely love this. This is really, really good. As I say, Mike has been keeping it a grand secret from me.
Absolutely, yes.
So
new branding.
Get your script submitted now. You have the time remaining is just under 30 minutes from now. So get those scripts in. We're here to make free jingles. So
absolutely
make sure to get those in. And we're so glad to be back. We haven't, to all of those who are watching us every week, we haven't quite moved yet. We were really hoping to move by now, but it has not quite happened yet. It's it's the same studio, because I've seen some comments. It's like, where's the new studio? What's happening? It's coming. All right, it is coming. But we haven't moved quite yet. But we are super excited to be back. It's New Year, and we are starting Free Jingle Friday in 2021 with not only brand new visuals, but all new jingles. And I just want you to hit play. And
you know it, Isabella. Oh my goodness, but don't crash the vocals.
Okay.
You're just going to dance along to it. So this is one of our new jingles. Isabella's been busy. She's been working on it. I've been kind of working behind the scenes with our branding people. But first of all, oh yeah! Oh, there's plenty more where that came from, Isabella.
I know.
We'll talk about that in a minute. I just wanted to say one thing. So, you're talking about your jingles, and we'll play more jingles in a moment. We've got new themes, and yes, they are available to buy, and we'll talk about them later on.
There's just so much to
But
talk
also,
about.
yes, there's new branding. So you've been working with our clever jingle people who do clever jingle things.
Jingle people, yes.
And I've been working with our clever graphics people who do clever graphics things.
Yeah.
And we've got like this whole banner down here now.
I love it.
So you can see our latest subscriber to the channel. So if you're watching on YouTube and you hit subscribe, your name will appear here, like Jet Wilson just did. And also the super chats, those get produced into jingles with sound effects if you super chat yellow or above, as East Lancs Radio has done. And you can see East Lancs Radio is now shouted out down there, and it converts the pounds into dollars. So instead of £10 here in Britain, it says you super chatted $13.63. And finally, you have just, look at this 25 minutes or so to get your scripts in. And that's how you do it over there. Send your script now. Isabella.
Oh, well, Well, do you know, not only that, today is actually a special day for us. And I thought it's lovely to share this with you, wonderful people. So today, Mike and I celebrate wonderful 12 years of marriage. Has it been that long? How about that? 12 years of marriage celebrated today for us. Which is lovely.
Got some flowers.
The beautiful flowers. There is more. There are more flowers back at home, but those are beautiful flowers. Actually, a big shout out and thank you to Mike's parents who sent those over to us.
I did get you some roses. I got you some fresh roses.
I have beautiful red roses at home and lots of lovely things. So yeah, so it's nice, and it's Friday. It's our anniversary. It's first Free Jingle Friday of 2021, and it's just so great to be here. I really missed you.
Absolutely.
Really missed you guys.
I did too.
Yeah.
Lots of people, by the way, shouting out in the chat about happy anniversary. Carty Rubble on Facebook there. Leicester Till I Die TV, Vince 1955. Paul Dixon, Gavin Nelson. I mean, Isabella, did you want to have a look at the chat as well?
I'm just like, this is really
blown
cool.
away.
I have not seen this yet. This is really nice.
Check it out. Look at the chat over there.
I know. This is absolutely fantastic. And, you know, so this is not all of the kind of grand design changes that we bring you in 2021. I'm hoping from next week, so this is work in slight progress there, but I'm hoping from next week, Free Jingle Friday will also be a podcast. So all the bits, obviously we will take out all the visual things when Mike makes jingle, but all the chatter, if you wanted to catch up with us on that, will be available as a podcast, Music Radio Creative Podcast. So we will tell you as soon as it's live, so you can subscribe.
Absolutely. Yeah, Student FM has noticed I've been playing around with OBS to make this all work. I'm really thrilled with it. Look at that. Mike Edwards has just done a super chat. We don't usually shout the super chats out, but we're grateful for them, of course. Later on in the show, they get produced into jingles. But today, as it's something new, I'm going to say, Mike Edwards, look at you. You're on the screen on the live stream. How cool is that?
That is really cool. So that's fantastic. And you have 23 minutes remaining. If you haven't gone already, head on over to mrc.fm/script. That's where all the magic happens. If you would like to have your script not just recorded, but also produced, then Super Chat yellow or above is the way. That's why you see all of those lovely Super Chats coming up. At hour, Mike will he will turn into this audio whiz, and he's going to show you how to produce jingles live on the show. Then we will record everything else. So that will be a lot of fun.
In the meantime, get your script in now. mrc.fm/script or Super Chat yellow or above if you're watching over on YouTube.
Nice. I like that. This is so cool. This is really cool. So much new stuff. So first of all, give us a shout out if you are here for the first time. We would love to hear from you. I know plenty of you are here not for the first time, and it's great to see all the wonderful names. Just a big shout out, first of all, to all of our moderators, to Tim, Bjorn and Doug, who are back with us and doing absolutely amazing job at moderating the comments, making sure to give you all the links you need and all the cool stuff. So huge shout out to those guys. Big hello to, and please forgive me, I'm not going to be able to get everybody in there, but there is Rena, there is Vince, there is Mike Edwards, there is Michael Suhovsky, there is Norman Marsh, David, there is TFM, Danny, Marcin, John. Huge shout out to you guys.
Absolutely. So many really cool people watching the stream right now, and we're really grateful that you've chosen to tune in and spend your Friday, whatever time of the day it is, with us, whether it's morning if you're watching in the Americas, if you're in the European time zones and African time zones, it will be the middle of the day for you, and over in India and of course the Far East and Australia, it's kind of evening and late night, so it might even be Saturday actually, but we thought that Free Jingle Saturday didn't have the same ring to it.
No, it's got to be Free Jingle Friday. It's got to be Free Jingle Friday. But for us this week, I mean, for me, really, this week, the biggest pride and joy is in the song Jingles. So can we please play another jingle, Mike? I really want to play another one.
Remember, send your scripts in now to have them produced.
mrc.fm/script
Happy?
Nice. Thank you. Yes. I thought we cannot go like 5 minutes on the show without a sung jingle. I think we have enough of them to pretty much play one every 5 minutes.
You bet. You bet. Oh, I can do another one if you want. It's let's do this. Actually, this is probably my favorite.
I think
it's
my
chilled.
favorite too.
I noticed that all the new jingle themes, Isabella, are created with a summery theme. Any reason for that in the middle of winter here in the Northern Hemisphere?
There is a reason. I will share in a minute. I just really don't want to ruin the jingle.
All right. So this is what you're going to do. This is what our show is all about. Take it away.
It's free Jingle Friday, your time to shine. Send us your script, come on, we'll make it divine.
Oh, we will make it divine.
We will.
Go on,
Well, we
send
do
us
our
your
best.
script.
There's a lot of pressure on my head there. We'll make it divine.
Yeah, absolutely. We will make it divine. You bet. So there is a reason. I just thought that actually, 2020 in general just has been, a massive pile of rubbish, frankly. And 2021 is starting here in the UK with lockdown and it's winter months, it's cold. And I'm like, do you know what? Let's just skip this and go forward. And we are going to land now in the, spring months, think May, June, and let's just at least think that we are there already, then maybe time will just go a little bit faster. Does that make sense?
It can only get better from here, Isabella, that's for certain.
Yeah, that's it. So, so hopefully that will be the case. So I hope that's kind of going to bring a little bit of happiness. And we did have a big rehaul of all the sung jingles that we actually produced. One of the biggest feedbacks that we've received from you was that you would like to have more affordable ways to get started with sung jingles. It's just such a beautiful way to brand a show. If you are starting in the radio and you're just a presenter and you would like your name sung, you can't necessarily afford like a full-on package. So I've worked really hard with wonderful producers and singers that we have, and we've completely changed the way our sung jingles are actually available to you. So first of all, the price of all the sung jingles went down by over 25% as a result of the changes, just so you know.
Usually prices go up, Isabella.
Nope, the prices in our case went down.
Wow.
So they went down, and not just that, we've created a really good entry-level package if you are a radio presenter or you have an online station and you just want that radio ID or your name sung, you wanted something relatively simple, then that price pretty much halved for you from the point we had last, and we've added podcast intros as an option on our sung jingles. So Mikey, I know you have a wonderful link, by the way, to share for our sung jingles.
Actually, it's very easy. You just go to mrc.fm/sung jingles. It's as simple as that. It will take you to this page on our website. It starts out like that, but you scroll down and you will see that there are these new themes like MRC Thor. Let's just click the play button and see whether we can get anything here. So that's the MRC Thor jingle. We've got MRC Pasha, which is all about summer. Let's give that a little play. Yeah, that's it. These are obviously low-quality versions compared to the version you hear on the stream. We got MRC Odin. My goodness, that sounds very aggressive, the MRC Odin.
It's not aggressive.
Oh, but it's quite chilled out.
No, he's a god of, amongst other things, also poetry, which I thought was very suited for this. Yeah.
And MRC Freya as well. Let's play that one and have a listen. What have we got here? Oh, that's the one with the Bob Marley drum at the start. I like that one, Isabella.
Nice.
Actually, let's give it a proper play for real. Should we trigger it, Isabella, from our soundboard?
I think that's probably better. But before anything else...
Yeah, go on.
Oh, sorry. Before anything else, I can see that some people are saying that the stream is a little bit jittery. I don't know why and whether that's something you can fix.
Oh, yes. We will definitely look into it, and I think I know why. Details coming up in just a mo. To answer your questions, because thank you guys. Yeah, I can actually see that in the chat. By the way, keep the live chat coming in. Isabella is keeping an eye on it, and I am too. Just let us know, particularly if you're new. Type new in the chat and say where in the world, what city, what town, and what country are you watching from. Would love to know.
Yes.
Over in the chat over there. Some of you already did let us know in the live chat about some stuttering on the stream. I think it's kind of stabilized out a little bit now. I'm keeping my eye on it because OBS has been flashing up the orange and yellow, which is never good, and occasionally the red dropped frames. But maybe someone can help me with this. So we've put on all these whizzing new graphics. Like, obviously, we've got the chat box like that. We can do this kind of stuff. I can look over at the chat over there. I can do this dual screen. I'll remind you to send in your script now. mrc.fm/script or super chat on YouTube, yellow or above. And you've got 15 minutes left to do that if you want something produced on this show. But because there is so much that I've put into OBS Studio, currently, I can see OBS is using 70% of this computer's CPU. Now, usually that wouldn't be an issue because we have two different computers, but we haven't quite sorted that out yet to get it worked out again so that we have the two separate computers. So I'm literally using 70% of my CPU to send this stream out now, which has gone up from about like 2% before we put all these graphics in.
Oh my gosh, really?
Now,
is that such a difference that it should make?
Yeah, well, I think some clever cookie. I'm going to share a bit more here because we've got a lot of clever cookies watching. We've got around nearly 150 clever cookies watching online right now, and I'm sure one person will be able to tell me what's going on here. So I've loaded in all these graphics. They were rendered out from After Effects and Premiere Pro. What else? Of course, the Adobe Creative Cloud. And I used QuickTime, the QuickTime codec, and I used Apple ProRes 4444, your favorite number, Isabella.
Yeah, 44, absolutely.
With alpha, and someone who can help with this will know exactly what I'm saying when I say these things. So they've
Sounds like a code.
Yeah, they've rendered out as very high quality .mov files. Some of them, like our intro and our outro, are about 1 gigabyte in size. So they're not small files. What I've done is I've loaded them all into different scenes on my OBS Studio, which is behind my head there. And since I did that, the CPU usage jumped from 2% on OBS to 70% of the CPU. And I'm thinking it's because I'm using a very, very CPU heavy and intense codec. The QuickTime Apple ProRes 4444 with alpha codec. And I think, and actually I've heard it somewhere else, that WebM may be the way to go. Again, sorry if I'm talking gobbledygook, but anyone who can help will know exactly what I'm saying. So if anyone can help with that, if you know what's going on, why these like graphics, these things down here, are taking so much CPU to use inside scenes in OBS, it would be really gratefully appreciated if you could let me know, or maybe give me a solution. Do I need to upload different kinds of files? Can I reduce the quality a bit? Is like .mov Apple ProRes overkill with alpha? Obviously I need the alpha, otherwise it would just be a blank screen and the widget at the bottom, which would be no good. So if anyone has any idea how to really slimline OBS, I would appreciate it. There you
very
go.
good.
But I think we're going okay in terms of stream health now.
Hopefully. Okay, so a few shout outs. We have Qual Comedy, who is old and joining us from Statsville. Have I read it correctly? Probably yes. Shagadas watching us from Carrie. We've got Marcus from Clinton. And we've got John joining us from New Zealand. Steve joining us from Romania. We've got Robert from Germany. We've got Sergi from Belgium. We've got Marcin from Poland. And we've got Ollie from Bournemouth here in the UK. We have Estonia in the house with Carl. We've got Romania with Marius. We've got the Netherlands with Elvin. Oh my goodness, half of the world has tuned in. It's so great to have you here. And Ben says, I highly recommend Mike and Isabella sung jingles. They produce a station ID
nice.
for Swan Radio. Very pro and great value for money for something that's played 25 times every day on the station. Thank you so much, Ben. Really very much appreciate it.
That's awesome. By the way, really appreciate the chat that's coming in right now. I can see that Madsen says VP9 is better. Rena McDonough, convert to a lower format. Max says .mov files are heavy. How about using .gif files as well as GIF? Yeah, maybe. Sorry, I don't want to say GIF or GIF and start that debate, but yeah, maybe.
Oh gosh, yes.
Maybe using one of those. Yeah, it's something to look into, but something like this. So this thing now that I'm inside this live chat box, this is a rendered .mov file on loop inside OBS. It's going round and round. So yeah, maybe, I don't know. Is there anything else in the chat there?
I don't know. This is like a dark magic for me. So
Okay.
I'm just like...
Those that can help, you know what I'm talking about.
You know what Mike is talking about, absolutely. So, and it's great to see that so many of you do know that language, because I don't. I'm sure there are some people who are just like me, thinking, what? Right, but on that note, you have 10 minutes remaining, just as shown there. 10 minutes remaining to get your scripts in. Head on over to mrc.fm/script if you would like to have your jingle not just recorded but also produced. Then Super Chat yellow or above is the way, and you have 10 minutes to get that in.
Wow, that's
It's
so
time for
cool.
a jingle, by the way. I think it was 5 minutes now.
It's time for another one.
Time for
All
another jingle.
right,
Go
let's
on.
do it then.
Go on, let's jingle
that's
it out.
Interesting. Let's absolutely jingle it out. I don't know
my
what's
gosh.
happened to our overhead camera. It's suddenly gone psychedelic for some
Woohoo.
reason. Anyway, we won't cut to the overhead camera,
Yes.
at least for the moment. Something crazy. I'm telling you, it's OBS.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
Doug says he's getting rusty with OBS, Isabella.
Oh,
And,
dear.
We need to get
Oh,
back
dear.
into it. Yeah, we've had like nearly 4 weeks off now on Christmas and New Year. Stuffed myself with
know.
too many mince pies and I've forgotten how OBS works. I've put all these intensive MOV files in there and it's crashed our overhead camera.
Oh my gosh.
I wonder if I can reset that. Shall I try and reset it?
No.
You do some talking and I'll try and reset it while you talk.
You see, this never ends well if you try to reset it now.
What,
so.
while we're live on the stream kind
Yes,
of thing.
perhaps
Yeah.
not. Just we can miss the overhead camera. It's fine. So
Well, we need it
it's
when we do the outro. Otherwise,
okay.
otherwise it'll
Oh,
look
I
weird.
see.
But don't worry, because Isabella,
Okay.
as you were talking, as you were saying just a couple of words, I did my magic and I got the overhead camera back. It's the first time that's
Woohoo!
happened. But I do think I'm power driving the CPU on our streaming computer,
Yeah.
which is also currently our production computer as well. So, yes,
There
we
you
will
go.
get there. Oh my goodness, I love having this timer, Isabella. It's like
I know,
under
this is
9
really
minutes
good.
left.
I don't have to worry, and look at and think like, oh, you've got like this many minutes of that. It's like, it's brilliant. You have the timer right there so you can get your scripts in. And it's fantastic. It's just, I will just say it again. It's really great to be back. It's New Year. It's an opportunity to kind of, kick things,
Yes,
kickstart things even.
absolutely.
So tell us, what have you been up to? How was your Christmas period, New Year?
Yeah, we'd love to
what
know.
plans do you have for 2021? What hopes and aspirations? I feel like it could be a good year if we give it a chance.
I think we're definitely going to
Yeah.
give it a chance, Isabella, and it's going to be amazing. We're certainly going to be moving out of this studio this year. That is a given. And as we've said at the end of last year, it may well be that we go into a very temporary setup for a month or two, but we will
Yes.
endeavour and strive to get the MRC studio built up, because obviously this is what we do. This is our business, so we need it to keep running. But yeah, it's going to be an exciting move. I'm really looking forward to it. New challenge, building stuff. As I've promised, as soon as that all starts to happen, I'll be doing videos on the YouTube channel. So make sure you subscribe, just as Jet Wilson did.
Well, hang on. Has nobody subscribed since
Yeah,
Jed Wilson,
I'm a
or
bit
is your button not
disappointed.
quite working?
Let's test it out. If you are watching this channel right now on YouTube, you're watching the live stream, and you're not already a subscriber, so the big red button is all bright and red and says subscribe on it, could somebody who's not subscribed please hit subscribe, as we'd like to test and see if this widget updates, please.
Yes.
Your name will appear on our live stream if you subscribe to the YouTube channel, so do it.
Yes,
You see, Renegade
absolutely.
Maxter was the latest super chatter, and
We know
Renegade
that
Maxter,
works.
that works, so thank you.
Congratulations to Kay, who said he started his own radio station on 4th
Cool.
of January. What a great way to start a year. Isn't it just, Mike?
A great way to start
Yeah.
your start your own radio station.
Yeah,
I
that's
love that.
really, really good. That's fantastic. And what else have we got? Lots of comments still about what you were supposed to do, by the way.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, we'll get there, won't we? Yeah, I'll figure it out. I've got lots to work with. You see, this
Yes.
widget is stuck on Jet Wilson.
It is
and
stuck
people
on
are
Jet
saying that
Wilson.
I'm subscribed.
Yeah.
So I don't know,
think-
Isabella.
I think you need to unstuck it at some point.
Should we try and unstick it? Yeah, we'll try and unstick it.
Are you trying to unstick it now? Don't try to unstick it now.
Doing my best. No, I'm good at that. So why not just get in and try and do something like that?
I think some people were unsubscribing. I don't know whether that would trigger it, though.
I do not know. That's the thing. We need a brand new subscriber.
Yeah.
Somebody who has never subscribed to this channel before, and then maybe we'll get their name up on the screen.
It. Oh, that's it. Otherwise, Jet Wilson is going to be embedded for this live stream.
Forever.
Jet, this is your moment to shine.
It's updated.
Oh,
it says
it has. It has. So there you go. So click subscribe. You can get your name right on there. But more importantly, you will not miss the next show and all the amazing videos that Mike is producing. Which reminds me, there was a jingle that I know you're very shy to play.
Oh, I didn't load that one on.
Oh, no, you've got to play this.
I didn't load it on.
You've got to play this. That is just so cheeky. So I created this jingle for Mike. I will let you look for it, Mike, so that you can load it on, because I've created this jingle for Mike. And the moment we've played it for the first time,
I cringed.
Mike's face just went bright red. It was like...
I wasn't really feeling it.
No, you were like...
it's a very nice jingle, but...
It's a very nice jingle. But Mike,
hang on.
being very humble...
Do you mean this one? I'm not sure if you mean this one.
I don't think that's this one. I can hear it already.
Oh, you don't think? Shall I stop it then? Hang on. Let's just hear it to the end, shall we? Hang on. Where is it? Where do the lyrics come in? About here. Yeah. No, it's not that one.
This one. No, it's not the one. You know exactly which one I mean. You see, he's playing here. Yes, you've got to play it. Joe says play it.
Okay,
just play
hang on. I just need to go into my Adobe Audition and drag in a load of jingles, because I do not know which one it is.
Okay.
Hang on. Is it this one? Let's have a listen to the... Hang on. No, it's not that one. Is it this one?
It's Mike Russell.
Oh, that's the one.
That's the one. You see. Look at the face. Just put your face on the screen. Seriously.
Oh,
Go
dear.
on.
Okay, here we go. So this is a jingle that Isabella had especially created for me, perhaps for our anniversary. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to go red in a second, so I better cut over to you, Isabella, when the lyrics come on. It's very sweet of you to consider that and have something like this made, but yes, I feel a little sense of imposter syndrome coming on. Anyway, let's hear exactly what the lyrics have to say. Oh, it's the podcast.
Oh, no.
You see, I'm not playing the right one because something in me is stopping from actually...
That's so bad. Go on. Enough of you has to say play it for Mike to play it. I think that's really what it needs to be. You've got to say play it, and then he will play it. Go on, keep looking for it. I will not let you off. Just so you know, I will not let you off that easily.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are suggesting that I play it as well.
I think we all suggest you play it. Absolutely.
Okay, let's try this one and see if this one works. This is it's the same musical theme, but with different words sung over the top of it.
Let's try.
I'm going to get really embarrassed about this. So here we go. You ready, Isabella?
I'm very ready.
I'm not sure. I think the lyrics come in right about now.
It's Mike Russell, your audio master at play. Click subscribe and thumbs up now to say thanks and well done.
Seriously, Mikey, honestly. Oh, that's so funny. Right. You've got to catch it back to yourself now.
Well, yeah. Okay. It's nice to see the lovely comments coming in.
Oh, it's just such, you've got to have a jingle for your stuff, and you've got to, encourage people to click thumbs up and, all that jazz. So what better way to do it than in a sung form? Come on.
Absolutely. By the way, at this stage in the show, as we've only got 2.5 minutes left to get your scripts in, here's how you do it. Send your script now at this URL, mrc.fm/script, or super chat on YouTube, yellow or above, just as Isabella's pointing to.
Yes.
I also, at this point, actually wanted to say a super big thank you to the show's sponsor, Restream, who you hear about at the start and the end of every live stream we do. They allow us to go live on multiple different platforms. Hang on, I didn't mean to play.
One.
I hit the wrong button. I meant to hit that button. There we go. So this is Restream. This is the Restream widget going on. We're going live on YouTube, Facebook,
Yeah.
and Twitch right now. And they not only allow us to stream live on multiple platforms using one stream from our internet end, but also they give us this really cool-looking widget that Isabella's looking at now that combines together all the chats from all the places. So obviously the majority of our audience are on YouTube, but you can see a new chat's just come in there. My script is in from Ari there, Ari on Facebook. And so wherever you're watching, we'll get your chat in that super chat box there.
Yeah.
Even if you're on Twitch, your comments will appear. So it really is, I think it's really, really cool actually looking at the comments coming in
That's
there.
fantastic,
And that's thanks to our sponsor, Restream. They make that possible. It's a little widget you can embed inside OBS Studio. And I'm thrilled with it. Now, if you want your first month free so you can try live streaming for yourself across multiple different platforms like Twitter, like Facebook, like Twitch, all of those places, YouTube, of course, then go ahead and follow our link. It's the only link that will give you your first month free, okay? If you go to the website yourself independently, you'll be able to sign up, but you won't get a free trial. With our link, you will get a free trial. And of course, we'll get a little commission for that as well, because the folks at Restream are super kind. Not only do they allow us to use their service to stream themselves, but we also get these cool widgets that allow us to see all your comments, which is really, really nice.
That's cool.
Carty says, look for an F for Facebook. So mrc.fm/restream. And as you can see, yes, our mods are getting that in the chat, which is really nice. 24 seconds to go, Isabella. Oh my goodness. Get your scripts in now because we are about to close script submissions. This is the last moment to do it. And do you want to do the big countdown? We can do the big countdown. Are you ready? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Finished.
There you go.
Do you like the way it says finished as well?
Oh gosh,
Finished.
It
You
does.
see, look, you know,
Perfect.
I did tell you I'd worked on this
You
show,
did.
Isabella. Thanks to Doug for being really on top of it and saying script submissions are now closed.
Nice, I like that.
And also, can you see that Twitch works, Isabella? There is a comment from Twitch over there.
Oh, it
Hi,
does work.
I'm from Twitch, says Radio Santa.
Hi from Twitch, yeah.
Radio Santa over there is watching on Twitch.
Woohoo.
And you see it showing up. So wherever you're watching, thanks to our wonderful sponsors, mrc.fm/restream. You should try it too because it is really good. Right.
And may I just
That's it.
add that they're just wonderful people to work
They are.
with, and it's
Really cool.
it's something that really is important. You know, whatever you do, really, it's just to work with people that are just nice to work with, and actually just to
They
say
are nice
that
to work with.
Those are really, really cool people to work with.
Yeah. They're cool people to work with, but
Yep.
on top of that, they also have a really awesome service. Like, I love using Restream, and actually, I have been a Restream user and customer way before this sponsorship deal actually came to be, and I was really, really grateful that we got the opportunity to work with them because I really like what they do. So not only do I like the product, but like you say, the team behind it are fantastic. So yeah,
That's
we're grateful.
really lovely. Yes, we indeed are. And it's time for us to record all the super chats and script upgrades first. Just so you know, if you don't hear your script there, don't worry because we record all the jingles after Mike produces all the super chats and script upgrades. So breathe, practice the
Breathe in and
that's
out.
That's it.
Get a little bit of headspace.
That's it.
By the way,
Tranquility.
Headspace are not a sponsor of ours, but I would love it if they did become a sponsor. Like, I've started, right? This is, it's actually a little bit before New Year. Like, I've started some resolutions early, and one of them was to meditate more. And, I've tried a lot of different meditation apps. Again, not a sponsor, not a sponsored ad or anything. I've tried the Calm app. I've tried doing it myself. I kind of looked into transcendental meditation, but I never took. You're supposed to take the course, aren't you? So I never took the course. That looked particularly interesting. And then eventually I just thought, right, towards the end of last year, I'll settle on this app, Headspace. And actually, it was the Netflix documentary that persuaded me to do it. They've done a series on Netflix. So when they released that, I'd already heard of Headspace before that and started using the app. But after I watched that mini series, and it's his name's Andy, I think he was. He's from England, but I think he went to somewhere like Tibet to train to be a monk, become a monk, and he's just got one of these amazing voices. And they've got, being an audio snob, they've got high quality microphones and a really nice setup. So I cannot listen to a guided meditation, Isabella, when someone's recording it on the Amazon Basics dynamic microphone. It's like, gosh, this audio quality is awful. I can hardly clear my head when I'm focusing on how terrible the audio sounds.
That is bad,
so
isn't it?
Headspace is not like that. It's completely different. The audio is really good. They're very pro team there. Really good stuff. And I just really got into it. So that Andy's got a lovely voice. And for the first time, like I've done meditation on and off for a long time. For the first time, I found something that I feel works for me. It might not work for everyone, but I just thought I'd share my experience on that, Isabella.
That's nice. I like it. No, that's good. By the way, Warren Smith says, I subscribed, but it hasn't showed up. Maybe it's still glitched.
Yeah, we probably do need to give that widget a nudge. There's something going on there, so
don't worry.
Look,
you are very much appreciated and counted subscriber, Warren, and anybody else who has subscribed since fall but has not shown up in there. We appreciate every single one of you. By clicking subscribe, you support the show, you show us that you enjoy what we do, and you will make sure not to miss the next one.
Absolutely. Right, are we ready to do those super chats then, Isabella?
I think we are, yes. Do you know, I feel like I haven't done this for a while, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. It's amazing.
Yeah, I know.
So we'll get into it. I'm just setting up the FJF. It's 2020-01-22, isn't it? So let's do that with the MRC
When
presets.
2020, did you say?
Oh, gosh.
It's
See,
2021.
That shows you what kind of...
2021.
I still think it's 2020. I definitely do not want it still to be 2020.
Yeah.
So FJF, hang on, let's get this right. This is going to take some getting used to. 2021-01-22. I think that's right now, isn't it?
I think that's better.
Yeah.
I think that's absolutely better.
By the way, in the terms of the colours coming in on the super chats, I can see there's one green. Are we supposed to do that or not?
Green super chats we will record as a first one, and that will be voice only. So you will have all of that.
Yeah.
That's what we do, right? It's the yellow or above for produced, and then anything below is still recorded, and you get it sort of recorded. Prioritized.
Okie
yes.
dokies. Cool. Right, let's hit record and let's try and get back into the groove of things. Starting with Isabella.
Okay, please just don't stress me with your looks. Don't look at me. You, Mike, not you. Of course, not you. Just Mike. He gives me like really dodgy looks every time I record. Okay. All right. Okay. I'm going. Okay. You can now catch us on classic80srewind.com. Saturdays at noon Central Time. Listen online or with the TuneIn app.
This is 2021. A new year with the same great music from the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s and today. Request a song and send us a message. studio@truehitradio.co.uk. Join us at www.truehitradio.co.uk. On air with Claire, live on 88.3 Southern FM. Tonight, discover the best way to ease out of your day. Playing the slow songs for bedtime. The Quiet Storm. On East Lancs Radio.
70s, 80s, 90s. This is DJ Mike Edwards in the mix. Taking you back, way, way back to the 70s, 80s, 90s, and noughties. Like you've never been before. Remixed and re-released for the next generation with DJ Maki. Like you've never... Why are you playing
Don't worry, keep going.
The alt 80s. The old 80s? Or alt 80s? How would you read it?
Old 80s.
The old 80s. The Old 80s podcast can now be heard at noon Central Time here on classic80srewind.com. Check out great new wave, SKA and post-punk tunes from the 80s with your host, Surfing Trucker. Giving you the best of classic new wave, SKA and post-punk music from the 80s, as well as deep tracks. As well as deep tracks, everyone know you will love. How would you read this? Because there is a problem with that script.
As well as deep tracks, we know you'll love.
That's a we. Duh. Okay. I will do that one again. Giving you the best of classic new wave.
By the way, you might want to move your mic. It's popping a bit.
Giving you the best of classic new wave, SKA and post-punk music from the 80s, as well as deep tracks we know you will love.
Welcome to the Year of Leading Dangerously podcast with your host, Kathy Walker.
Okay, I'm going to do the last two again because it's ska, not SKA. The old 80s podcast can now be heard at noon Central Time here on classic80srewind.com. Check out great new wave, ska and post-punk tunes from the 80s with your host, Surfing Trucker. Giving you the best of classic new wave, ska and post-punk music from the 80s, as well as deep tracks we know you will love. Number 1 across the valley on 107.5 FM. We are your non-stop party station. 99% pure fun.
It's a Blue Note weekend on Jazz Jambalaya.
Mid-mornings with Adrian Picton on Ultimate Radio.
Do you hear that? This is the sound of great music. Must be tuned to Web Rock Radio.
Want to ask GDPR questions live? Come and join us. Come and join our GDPR surgery on Clubhouse. Come and join our GDPR surgery on Clubhouse, Thursday, 4 p.m. UK time.
Cool but crazy, great hits with the Kurtmeister. And now for the moment you've all been waiting for. It's Kai Kayama's Record Machine. It's Kai Kayama's Record Machine. Join us for the Spotlight DJ every Saturday night from 10 p.m. until 2 a.m. on Rochester Free Radio, WRFZ.
The best in country music, taking you back in time with country classics, here on It's Country USA.
Join me every Saturday at valleyradio.nl at the ABG. Listen to all the best hits, 70s and 80s. The voice of Birmingham. This is GenesisRadioBirmingham.com. Oh, there we go. That's is cool. Everything.
Woohoo!
Okay, so I'm just going to tidy this all up and you talk.
Oh, that's really cool. No, that's really good. It was really good. All of a sudden, halfway through, you started to play me stuff in my earphones. And I was like,
yes,
no,
I did.
I cannot record and listen to something at the same time. Thank you.
No, wasn't going to work.
I felt like you were just dropping me, like,
Testing you.
just testing me. It's like, how can Isabella do this?
Absolutely, yes.
Oh, dear. So there you go. That's it. So that's, yeah, and I kind of thought that, Mikey, there is one pronunciation you didn't get quite right for Kai. Kai, I can see your comment, and I will make sure that Mike re-records it when we get to it, when he produces it, okay? So don't worry, breathe, we've got you covered. And in case you wonder, we have just recorded all of the super chats and script upgrades. Yep. Now Mike is going to go and
Before I get into it, though, I'm going to let you talk to the live chats for a couple of minutes, just while I get things in order, okay?
Okay, get things in order. Go and get things in order. So we've recorded all the super chats and script upgrades, and the next thing you will see is Mike being the ninja, audio ninja he is, and he's going to produce them live on the show. Now, once he does that, we're going to go ahead and make sure to record everything else. So if you haven't heard your jingle just yet, then you will, don't worry. And at the very end of the show, you will be able to download all the jingles at mrc.fm/FJF. So that's as simple as that. Let's have a look at your comments. I can see I'm popping. I will work on that. I'm sorry. The pop filter on this specific microphone doesn't quite work. There is a technique you have to go with. Because we haven't been in the studio for quite some time, I think that the microphone has been sort of tilted and moved about, so I need to get that sorted. Then what else do we have? Oh, bless you, Renegade Max. This says, missed mine being done. I had double same as Izzy and didn't even know mine was completed. Bless you. I'm sure we didn't miss it. We've recorded all of them, so that should be fine. Patrick says that the front of the mic to be in an angle of 45 degrees. Thank you. Yes. I need to work on that. I need to look at it properly and and sort it out. Vince is asking, how was our holiday? It was really nice, but very relaxing. The UK went into very quiet, relaxing, but very quiet. That's what I meant to say. UK went into a national lockdown, which meant our holiday plans didn't quite go as expected. As we were supposed to have family coming over to visit us, but obviously that couldn't happen. So it was very quiet. It was just the 5 of us together with the dog and lots of walks and plenty of fresh air. That's all we needed, really.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and I can see you are back. There's much love from Nigeria.
Nice, isn't it?
Thank you so much. There is Tanzania tuning in on Facebook. That's great to see. Thank you.
That's very, very cool indeed.
And John says, I subscribed and it didn't change. We know, John. It's not quite working as it should.
Looking into that one.
We will get that.
Definitely something up with that.
Yeah. So are you all set?
Yeah, I'm all set. So let's get into this. So first of all, we got...
Saturdays at noon Central Time.
So that was the priority one. So we're going to get stuck in around here. So let me just edit this up. Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Mike Edwards says, Isabella, I love your necklace.
Oh,
It is and today.
It's nice.
Request
Very
a song and send us a message.
actually
Studio
nice.
at truehitradio.co.uk. Join.
Okay, I'm just going to make my life a little bit easier by just making some edits, especially there are a few jiggle arounds here.
Out the 80s. How would you read it?
Old 80s.
So we've got...
But then I re-recorded
90s. This
So you
is
can scrap
DJ
that.
Mike Edwards.
Oh, you didn't re-record
No,
those.
no, Mike Edwards is fine.
Yeah. And then taking you back, DJ Mackie, that one's fine too.
With DJ Mackie.
Okay, so that one's good. And then...
The next two...
Yeah.
The old...
Cool. So we've got... Let's see what we've got here, just to make sure.
Move your mic. It's podcast with your host.
Okay.
Giving you the best of classic new wave.
So there's one there. And... Hang on, so we got...
The best of classic new wave. The old...
Hang on.
The Old 80s podcast can now be heard
That's
at
the one,
noon
yeah.
Central Time here on classic80srewind.com.
What's this one here?
To the year of leading dangerously
Because you
podcast
did
with
one after,
I
and
see.
then I went... Yeah.
That's why I'm doing this. It's confusing me. So we've got this and this. That's there.
The Old 80s... Your host, Surfing Trucker.
Okay.
Giving you the best of classic new wave, ska and post-punk music from the 80s, as well as deep tracks we know you will love.
Okay. Deep tracks we know you will love. Yeah, that's it. Perfect.
Number 1 across the valley on 107.5 FM.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Giving you the best
Right. So we've done that.
5 FM. We are your non-stop party station. 99%
Okay. I think we're good now. So let's just make sure this is all cut
No
up.
Weekend on Jazz Jambalaya.
Once I've cut these appropriately, then I'll know what I'm working with.
DPR surgery on Clubhouse. Come and join.
That needs to be patched up there. And then we've got this.
Time.
Cool but crazy. Great hits.
Okay, and I think from this point on, we are all good. So let me edit this and make this good. So that's good there.
Record machine. It's Kai.
That's another one.
That's the one you need to retake, actually.
URFZ.
I wonder if you want to do it now at this stage.
Okay, so this is...
It's Kai K Arm.
There is a whole list.
Arma's record machine.
It's Kai Kayama's...
That's I with a K at the start. Last name is Key, as in door keys.
So it's Kai Kiyama.
Arma. Okay, so Kiyama.
It's Kai Kiyama's record machine, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Kai
hang on. Right.
Kiyama's.
It's Kai Kiyama's record machine. It's good?
Yep.
Okay, cool. So let's save that change there now. So I've got that. And
There
then,
you go.
like you say, we've got all the updates we need.
Yep.
Record machine.
Okay, so that's going to be... That's going to be coming in around about there. And...
RFZ.
Yeah, you can tell we haven't done this for a while.
Yeah. But I'm
back
curious
into
to
the
know,
swing of
since that's
things.
something that I am going to be launching,
Best
so
in
I want to keep an eye on the
time
comments in the
with
meantime
country
as you are
club.
tidying up.
Yeah.
If you... when we release this as a podcast, so obviously we'll cut out all the bits in between, but it will be the chitter-chatter we usually have at the start of the show. Is that something you will be subscribing to? Just simply put yes or no in the comments. I would love to know if you are thinking that
Sounds
something
good.
would be good.
Iz is watching the live chat right there while I now get down to full-on production. So let's get started. Using Production Library Volume 8, by the way, for anyone who's interested. And thank you to our wonderful moderator, by the way. It's your time to star, Bjorn, for creating these lovely lower thirds. mrc.fm/SFX is where you need to go if you want to download any of the sound effects I'm about to use in here.
Nice.
And just to show what a talented artist Bjorn is.
It's
absolutely
wonderful,
amazing.
actually.
Not only a great moderator, but also a real help. Created this one as well. I'm using my presets to produce all these jingles,
Nice.
and you can get them too at mrc.fm/presets, Isabella.
Oh, that's
How does that
lovely.
sound? I love that
That's
little,
really nice.
the way it pops out and it drops down. How cool is
I
that?
know, this is really nice. It's really, really lovely. So thank you, Bjorn. I know that was a holiday project for Bjorn, who's still at school, and he just created something really as cool as that. So well done.
And he's super talented. And every time I shout out sound effects and presets, I will be using those lovely lower thirds.
Yeah.
So right, let's get started on this. Let's bring in some nice little bits of audio here. See what we've got also in the music library here. Let's go for beats here and see what we can get. Should really drag everything all in at once. Kind of want to go slow at the moment, so let's do that. Right, okay. We'll bring this in here, this in here, and this here, and see what we can make.
This is 2021, a new year with the same great music from the 60s, 70s.
Okay, we need to make a little change there, so let's pop that there.
In great music from the 60s, 70s, 80s.
Let's change the effect on this as well.
This is 2021, a new year with the same great music from the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and today.
Bring that back in there.
Today, request a song and send us a
Request a song.
and send us a message. studio@truehitradio.co.uk. Join us at www.truehitradio.co.uk.
Okay, let's cut that there and put a little outro on this around about here. This is going to be a nice little beat to bring in at the end there. It should sound good.
Join us at www.truehitradio.co.uk.
Don't really need that. That's superfluous, that sound effect. So we'll leave that there.
truehitradio.co.uk.
Okay, and then we just tighten up the .co.uk at the end. So let's do so right here.
Radio.co.uk.
Nice, good bit of decay on that as well. Let's bring this in, and actually let's go right back to Production Library 8 sound effects, and we'll bring in quite a few of those pads, because it's always good to have the pads. They always seem to do quite a big favour. So I'll drop these all in and bring them in as they are needed. And yeah, let's use it again because they're new and awesome. mrc.fm/SFX is where you can get any of these sound effects if you're liking them and you want to do your own jingle production. Right, let's see how this is going to sound. Let's bring this up here and play it.
On air with Claire.
On air with Claire, and we'll bring this up. And
Live on
bring that there.
Live on 88.3 Southern FM.
There we go. And fade that out at the end there. Let's go back in and bring this down here. Let's pop that in there and see what we can get made with a couple of these sound effects here. So let's go there. And also I'm going to go back sound effects and maybe use some glitches as well, because they're often quite fun to play with. Glitches in the library. Tonight. Oh, this has got to be nice and soft. Let's bring that in a bit there.
Discover the
Tonight. Something like that.
Discover the best way to ease out of your day.
And we'll have that nice and dry up here.
Playing the slow songs for bedtime.
Playing the So Songs for bedtime. Let's bring this up into the mailbox there.
The Quiet Storm on East Lancs.
And then space that out a little bit and end it off dry there at the end.
On
Bit further in.
on East Lancs Radio.
That'll do nicely. Save in this session file so we don't lose anything that's in there. Getting it nicely saved out. And then when it is saved, stuck on 91%. Phew! It got through there eventually. Let's now go ahead and bring this over here. And maybe we'll have some more glitches as well. Glitches are good. That's a glitch. We'll pop that there.
70s.
70s. Let's take a little piece of that effect and place it in the middle there, somewhere there.
80s.
70s.
80s.
70s, 80s.
90s.
And then we'll go to here.
This is DJ Mike.
Let's move that down a bit.
This is DJ Mike Edwards in the
And then in the mix going on here, which will go down there. And we can maybe go and pop that over there.
words in the mix.
Perfect, with a nice echo at the end and a fade out on that voiceover. All right, we're bringing this one in, and let's go zoom out, bring this in. This is a nice lengthy piece of audio, so I'm going to go back and find the music, bring in the beats again. Some good tracks in here, actually, worth using, way worth using. What have we got now? Let's try this one for size and see what we can do with this. Oh, that's weird. Why can it not find that track? Strange. That is the one we've already used, so we'll forgo that one. Actually, I think this one is probably going to be quite nice, so let's bring that in. Let it load up, and we'll bring this in.
Taking you back. Taking you back.
Okay, let's fade that in so it's got a nice clean start.
Taking you back. Way, way back.
Taking you back, way, way back.
Back to the 70s, 80s, 90s, and naughty.
Okay, let's bring this in. 70s, 80s, 90s, and noughties.
80s, 90s,
And noughties.
and naughties.
And noughties, there we go. Let's go back and find sound effects that we've got here. Let's bring some transitions in. Why not? See what transitions we've got that we can use here.
Naughties, like you've never been before.
That's where we'll use it.
Remixed and re-released.
Remixed and re-released. Let's pop that in there.
For the next generation.
Okay, and let's actually zoom out a little bit just so we can see what we've got going on here. Try and bring this to a natural end somehow if we can.
Next generation with DJ Maki.
Okay, and then we need a little something like that in
Next
there.
generation with DJ Maki.
That's a nice natural ending to that jingle now, so we can now move on to the next one. So let's get on to that. Again, saving. Shall I turn your mic off? You kind of just banged it and went...
Sorry. Sorry. I was just looking up to Aya. She's in the kitchen. She's our puppy.
Oh, yes.
So I just went in to make sure she's fine and, let her out for a couple of minutes from her crate and...
All that good stuff.
All that good stuff. I actually gave her lunch. She was very grateful for it.
Absolutely. Hungry.
Yeah.
All I had for lunch was a pot noodle.
Yeah. There you go.
Anyway, you're not impressed. I know you're never impressed.
I'm never impressed with
Never
things
impressed.
like that, no.
Welcome to the Year of Leading Dangerously podcast with your host, Kathy
And then we'll come out there on a nice...
Kathy Walker.
There we go. Let's do that and that. Move this out here. Okay. We're doing really good in terms of nice amount of super chats as well. Nice amount of you watching and participating in the stream, which is always makes it fun.
Yes.
More super chats, the more interaction we get, the more fun this stream is to do. So thank you for that. Very, very grateful indeed. So what have we got here? Some nice tracks, it seems. So yeah, this computer is on a go slow at the moment. It's like, come on, chugging along. But yeah, I think it's. Thank you for the advice. Many of you gave the advice on what to do with those
That's nice.
overlays in OBS. So I'm going to have a mess with that for next week. Hopefully, not use 75% of the CPU as I'm doing so now. So come on. Right, there we go. We got something. Pull that in. It's a nice track. That's in our MRC Production Library 8, isn't it? Which is nice. So let's bring that in.
The Old 80s podcast can now be...
Let's bring that in with a swoosh, maybe.
The Old 80s podcast can now be heard at noon Central Time here on...
Okay. Let's do this and that.
Central Time here on classic80srewind.com.
That's it. Let's go back and maybe find a rewind sound effect we could perhaps use. Don't know what's happened. I need to reset to the save layout. That's it. That's a bit better. Now I can see more of the stuff I want to do. Let's pop that in there. That's it.
Check out a great new wave.
Great new wave.
Ska and post-punk tunes from the 80s.
And we'll pull that down there.
Is that a good 80s
From the 80s.
Yeah,
with your
it's very
host,
80s.
Surfing Tracker.
Very 80s. It's kind of synthy and, all that good stuff. So let's pull that in there. Pop that in there. Move that out. And
Ska and post-punk tunes from the 80s with your host, Surfing Tracker.
don't worry about that. I'm just kind of syncing this up now. So we've got this going in here. This going in here. Let's drag that. See if that will align, as it were. Let's do that there and there.
80s with your host, Surfing Tracker.
Surfing Tracker needs a bit of echo on the end there, I feel. So let's do that. Pop that in there.
Surfing Tracker.
Cool, that's it. And then we'll bring this over here. Bring this one over and this one over and see what we can make with all of this. So we've got
Giving you the best of classic new wave.
best of classic new wave.
Ska and post-punk music.
Let's just extend that out a little bit. Zip like that and zip like that.
Ska and post-punk music from the 80s, as well as deep tracks.
And then we'll bring that up.
As well as deep tracks we know you will love.
There we go. And then we'll move out a little bit and bring this one down here and see what we can mix together with this. So we've got this voiceover going on here.
Number 1 across the valley on 107.5 FM.
Okay, we just need a little bit of extension to that that little sound, so it sounds nice. And we're going to move that over there.
FM. FM. We are your non-stop party station.
Non-stop party station.
Woohoo.
Sounds good. And then we'll pop this down here.
Station. 99% pure fun.
That's good. We'll move that in a little bit more so it sounds even better. Like so. What are we
Party station. 99% pure fun.
Sounding good. Okay, let's bring this in over here and this in over here. Saving, of course, to make sure we've got everything nicely saved. We'll bring this one in like that.
It's a Blue Note weekend on Jazz Jambalaya.
And we'll put that up maybe here.
Weekend on Jazz Jambalaya.
All right, let's see if we can bring that in to end a bit earlier.
It's a Blue Note weekend on Jazz Jambalaya.
Maybe a bit later.
It's a Blue Note weekend on Jazz Jambalaya.
There we go. Little fade out there, I think, required at the end. So let's do so. And then we'll get this and pop that in there. Moving these sound effects now out of the way. I really do like Bjorn's lower thirds there. mrc.fm/SFX if you want to get exactly the sound effects I'm using. I'm using Music Radio Creative Production Library Volume 8 on this particular live
A
stream.
shout out to Joe who says, this team is why you pay professionals to do this. One of those would take me a whole day. That's very kind of you, Joe.
Oh, that's nice, Joe. Thank you.
Mike is exceptionally fast. Let's just say he's one of a kind, okay? There is definitely no other Mike Russell out there. I guarantee you that. So
You're very, very kind indeed to say it, Isabella.
And I'm saying it not just because it's our anniversary, just so you know.
Oh, thank you. That's very kind indeed.
Yes.
Right, let's hop back into it and keep going with this. That's a really nice comment.
Mid-mornings with Adrian Picton.
Adrian Picton, and then we'll get this here, maybe with a bit of echo. But I do have to say, and again, thank you, Bjorn, for making these lower thirds. I am working so fast thanks to the presets that I'm using.
Nice.
mrc.fm/ presets will get you there. If you want to use exactly this template, I've got a couple of recording tracks set up, a picture track. I'll show you that on the next jingle, actually. And then I've got all kinds of vocal effects, a music track, and 2 SFX tracks. Nice. And if I want to go advanced, I've got one hotkey that gives me more tracks. It's just so easy to work inside these presets, so I love them. Yeah.
Icton on Ultimate Radio.
And we got the echo there, which is going to work nicely. Let's see if I can use the picture track, because that's always good fun. What have we got here? So we got like a nice voiceover. Might need to budge these out the way a bit. Let's bring this one over and see if this jingle is appropriate for some pitch shifting. What have we got?
Do you hear that? This is the sound of great music.
Okay, we can probably do something with that. So let's just take that very small part. So we've got... Let's see.
Do you hear that? This is the sound of great music.
And I'm going to pop this up on the picture track here and just show you what the picture track is capable of. I love it. And we just do something like that and you get...
Hear that? This is the sound of great music.
Or you can go from low to high.
Hear that? This is the sound of great music.
This. So it's a pitch track. Really easy to do little pitch bends like that.
Must be tuned to Web Rock Radio.
There we go. Nice smooth ending and a fade out there to make it polished. Okay, let's bring this one in. And we'll go and grab this. And maybe this too. And we'll zoom in. All of these will be available, by the way, after the show to download at mrc.fm/FJF. We will put the link up for you when we get to the end of the show, obviously. And the jingles won't be available until we've finished and signed out and the stream has ended.
Want to ask GDPR questions live?
Oh, yes, we do.
Questions live? Come and join us. Come and join our GDPR
Oh, hang on. It was come and join. That's how it's supposed to be, right?
live. Come and join our GDPR surgery on Club.
Right, that's just a bit loud.
Come and join our GDPR surgery on Clubhouse Thursday 4 p.m.
Right, and we'll pop that in there. Let's see.
House Thursday 4 p.m. UK time.
Actually, my good friend Isabella, Ian Anderson Gray, was telling me about Clubhouse. Clubhouse, have you heard of it? It's a new social
I have heard
network
about Clubhouse,
based around audio, and apparently it's very good. But I haven't used it yet because I'm actually reducing my usage of social media, not increasing it.
I know, and I can't help but feel like it's one of those things that is just going to go and hype out and then go again,
Yes.
I mean, I have not used it myself, but I've seen some people mentioning it, and yeah, it's just I can't help but think like, is it going to be another thing like Periscope, that went up and then down? But yeah.
We'll wait and see, won't we? We'll just wait and see, yeah. But like I say, I've been reducing my usage of social media, not increasing it recently.
No, and Doug says Clubhouse can be a time suck, and that's exactly the problem. That's why
social media is a time suck. That's why I stopped using a couple of networks.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And it's like you've got to go and have lives. Do you know what I mean? You can't live on social media.
You've got to live offline.
Yes.
You've got to live in the real world. So, this might be worth to mention at this stage, particularly if you were my friend on Facebook. If you were my friend on Facebook and you got defriended or you can no longer find my account, it's not because I don't like you anymore. It's because I stopped using Facebook. I've disabled my account. I'm like that step away from just deleting it.
Yeah.
It's not deleted, but it's completely disabled, and I just don't use it anymore. Same with LinkedIn. I've stopped using LinkedIn. This is my New Year's resolution. I'm only using 2 networks and sparingly, and I have to say my quality of life has got immensely better. The only networks I use now are YouTube and Twitter. With YouTube, I wrote this out on my manifesto for 2021. It sounds so official, doesn't it, Isabella?
Sounds
manifesto for 2021.
Manifesto.
my Magna Carta of 2021. And it was simply to use YouTube to publish my videos and to reply to comments. And and then Twitter, I will tweet occasionally. Sometimes I'll, if something catches my attention, I'll tweet it out. If it's a sponsored ad, sometimes we work with sponsors. They ask me to tweet. Obviously, full disclosure, I do that. And I always mark it ad as well. And I use that to reply in 280 characters to people who ask me questions. And that's it. That's literally it. YouTube
Yeah.
and Twitter, and that's it. I don't touch anything else anymore. And I'm so much, I feel so much better for it.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I do agree. Joe says, like watching YouTube stuff live. Oh, wait, never mind. But actually,
YouTube is okay. It's all right.
No, I would argue that there is difference between genuinely educational content that you can find on YouTube and stuff that is just not mind expanding in any way, like scrolling for Facebook feed. Like there is never anything
Anyway,
that you will
we're
learn.
on a deadline, Isabella. I know what you're saying.
We have to be out of the studio at 5:30. So
I'm working as fast as I can.
If you finish
Goodness.
those,
I'm
we will
going.
be able to
Go.
record
Crazy
some
great hits with the
pre-GPs on
Kurtmeister.
the show. If not, they will have to be recorded straight after. So.
Cool but crazy great hits with the Kurtmeister.
Nice, with a bit of echo there. So anyway, less ranting. We don't usually rant when it gets to the production
We
place.
don't.
And I'm nearly done with these, so you will be able to squeeze in your voiceovers at the very least.
And now for the moment you've all been waiting for. It's Kai Kiyama.
Yeah, we got that right, didn't we? in the end?
It's Kai Kiyama's record machine.
Oh, yeah, of course. There you go, Kai. You see, we aim to please. So let's... Oh, I didn't want to time stretch that. That would sound very weird. Let's bring this one over like this. And that's it. Thank you, Rena. And next to your comment saying, I don't blame you, Kai has said, I can't live without Facebook.
There you go, you see.
Yeah. You see, after reading Digital Minimalism by Cal Newport and watching The Social Network on Netflix late last
Yeah.
year, I kind of thought I can live without it.
Yeah.
Join us for the Spotlight
Anyway, enough,
DJ
enough.
every Saturday night from 10 p.m. until 2 a.m. on Rochester Free Radio, WRFZ.
Although, yeah, I agree with you, Kai. It's a great place to advertise and reach to a new audience. But we do that. We have a Facebook page, Music Radio Creative. And, you know, if... yeah, although I don't have a presence on Facebook, we do have the MRC page. So if you're kind of interested in what I/MRC is doing, that's the place to go on Facebook. And Isabella and her team of social media hawks look after that. So, and they do it very
We do,
well.
absolutely.
So
The best in country music.
let's move this in a little bit up here. What else have we got here? We've got drones. Ooh, let's get a drone. Does the drone go? Maybe not. Maybe it's not like a real drone.
Best in country music. Taking you back in time with country classics. Here on it.
We'll have a little rewind in there because I think that's going to work nicely. So let's bring that rewind in from somewhere.
Here on It's Country USA.
Nice. And we'll fade that out. So let's see what we got going on here. 3 more jingles. I think we're going to hit that nice deadline. And yeah, I wouldn't want you to miss the outro of the show. You know, you've got to stick around for the outro because everything's new here for 2021.
know.
So exciting. So what have we got here? We've got this.
Join me every Saturday at Valley
Oh, did I make a mistake? Hang on.
Join me every Saturday at
Yes. Got a little bit frustrated, did I?
Yeah.
Join me every
That's so funny.
I'll cut that out. We don't want to leave that in, do we?
Join me every Saturday at valleyradio.nl at the ABG.
Okay, let's bring that back a bit.
The ABG.
The ABG.
ABG. Listen to all the best hits.
All the best hits. And move that in there. That will go there.
Best hits, 70s and 80s.
That's cool. And then we've just got this last jingle to do, and then we can get onto your
Okay.
section of voiceovers, Isabella. I know you're itching to do more voices.
Yeah, you bet.
So
The voice of Birmingham. This is
I don't know if we will be able to record all of them.
Birmingham. This is Genesis.
have we got a lot of voiceovers to do? 3 ones. Yeah.
Yes.
Is GenesisRadioBirmingham.com.
Right.
Nearly 200.
Whoa! Like, have you missed us that much?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. 200 free jingles to
Nearly
make.
200, not quite, but yes.
That's insane. Right, okay. That's good. That is a job done. Get your Adobe Audition loaded
Okay,
up
I've
and
loaded
going.
already.
Oh, by the way, I did want to say, I think that the latest subscriber widget is working, by the way, because we got here Vivek Kumar is the latest subscriber. That updated.
I think that it must be in some way lagging,
Either it's lagging or it only shows brand new subscribers. So if you unsubscribe and resubscribe, it probably doesn't show you up
No, but there were some people who said that I've just subscribed.
for the first time.
Shall I crack on?
Anyway, yeah, do crack on.
Okay,
It is all
clicking record
yours.
now, and it's recording as I speak. Okay, so those are 3 jingles. It's Friday, 22nd of January. Let's crack on. The Kingdom Squad. The Kingdom Squad is live on your radio. Weekend breakfast with Piers Metric.
Sorry, Iz, you definitely want to move that mic because you are popping. You
I don't
need
know
to have
why,
it
though.
off to the corner a little bit more.
Is that better?
Say Piers.
Piers Metric. Piers Metric.
Yeah, start
better?
from the
Okay.
top. I think you'll be good now.
The Kingdom Squad. The Kingdom Squad is live on your radio. Weekend breakfast with Piers Metric. Where there is love, there is live. The afternoon party playlist with Cat Dog. The Saturday show with Cat and Charlie. Freaky, Kitty, Fridays, Fridas, Fridies. Live with Omega, the High Priestess. On Mixcloud, live. It's Connect 5, sponsored by Total Entertainment's Albox and Arbolias. You're listening to this week's new chart releases on River Radio. I just did yoga this morning. No, wait, yogurt? Okay, frozen yogurt. Fine, I ate ice cream for breakfast. Zion Star International, live in the mix on Global FM Reggae Radio. Channel 109, it's everything you always wanted in a radio station and more. It's a spaghetti time, the best of Italo Disco on Dundee Radio. Next up, the weather, the news, travel update, here on the Pick the Mix show on Midlothian Radio. On Midlothian Radio. You are listening to The Beatles Show with Mark Elliott. The Kingdom Squad. Expat Live. Tell me about your childhood. Here is the songs you smooched to. It's the GHR love songs. Community Party. DJ Ricky in the mix. Leicester Till I Die podcasts on the Apple iTunes, Spotify, Google, Anchor, and all podcast platforms. The Total Entertainment Show with Danny, every week from 8 a.m. Your morning music mix. It's Kay Calome, simply fantastic. Back in the 70s with Andy Rutherford. Rutherford. Back in the 70s with Andy Rutherford on River Radio. You're listening to Andy on River Radio. You are live in the mix with the Mix God, DJ Omar. The home of funk. This is your Soul Sunday. Electric Hop Radio Show with Boppin' Colin Freemans in conjunction with boppinradio.site. It's time for my virtual Jericho with John Mayer. New hit Pill Station. Pill Station, the best station in the web. Oh, it's Pile. Okay. New hit Pile Station. Pile Station, the best station in the web. You are listening to Baker Shake on World's Awakening Radio. This is the Tea Time Party. Tech house, future house, piano house, house classics. From my house to your house, live and in the mix. The Artist of the Week sponsored by Autoler, your local car part and accessory specialist. KNN Radio 88.0 megahertz, Mogadishu. From the awesome town with the giant cow,
We just love living in the coolest town in New Zealand. We broadcast live 365 on your radio set and online at at kvr.ssocom.ug on Google search for KVR FM. The best in bluegrass, country, and southern gospel. KBGR-DB. Bellingham, Ferndale, Linden, Washington. And now it's time for another round of To Frame a Predator. And now it's time for another round of To Frame a Predator, my favorite. This is your community radio station. Station for community, of air, playing the best music. Lancey B's Motown and Northern Soul selection. You are now locked into the midday workout mix with DJ O'Dale on Energy Radio. It's the Tile Tangle, sponsored by Slimwell Spain. You are live on 94.5 FM. This is the Take Me Home Drive. Selector J is taking you back to the Carnival Monday and Tuesday experience, playing all the soca hit. Welcome to Pondering Points podcast with Apostol Marcus, DJ Abba. Catch the DJ that makes you want to get down and shake away your worries on Mixcloud at DEEJBDJ. I think I've got it right. Come on, people, come on, listen to DJ Rag is on with the Take Me Home Drive, your number one musical moment on radio. With special guest Ian Martin, Nikki Noodles, Bingo Barrel. This is Soca Tuesdays on the Evening Lime. VJB, your grandmother's favorite DJ. The latest hits of the 20s and the greatest hits of the 2010s. 2021. Bring it on! Join us at truehitradio.co.uk 24 hours a day, playing all your favorite music. RJ 106.9 FM, home of retro music. Follow DJ Original on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at DJ Original GH. Let's go back to the great decades of the in 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, noughties, 10s. Back in there. It's the number one way to start your holiday with StevieTTransfers.com. Welcome to the Friday Night In, only on Mixcloud.com. Every Friday night. Cool down, the essential section, chilled and blended to perfection with John E.B. DJ Kelly D in the mix. Keep it locked and feel the energy. DJ Omar mashing up your favorite hits on Cape 93.3 FM. Feel the coastal vibe. You are listening to Showbiz Arena on Kintapo Radio 96.3 MHz. Showbiz Arena Top 5. Rock out with Dave Jules Rock Show every Monday night from 10 p.m. The home of classic rock. The 5 o'clock hit mix at 5 with Rob Mack. It's time for the big quiz live with Rob Mack. Computer number 1, computer number 2. Mixcloud ready presenter. Mixcloud ready. Presenter ready. This is Suakara Radio Live. Sukaria Radio Live. We play music from now to 71 years old. So if you would like a request, please contact the show. Hashtag KNC Radio on 90.3 FM, 90.7 FM, 100.7 FM, 91.5 FM, and 101.3 FM, connecting Central and the Copper Belt. Get ready for this. Get ready for a set 100% trance with DJ Pascal. 2021, our year of supernatural turnarounds. It's time for the TV theme tune text. It's time for the TV theme tune texter. No, it's time for the TV theme tune. Text us on 07999 309 65130.
Yes, very good, Isabella. You have done it. You've done your voiceovers.
I have, and I don't think we have enough time for yours.
So we're going to close down in a second for this week, but it's been so much fun. And I thought I'd play another jingle, at least before we go, because they sound freaking awesome. Why not have another one as well, just because we can? Yeah, so let's play this one as well, because this one also sounds really good, in my humble opinion. I hope you like it too, Isabella. We're having a bit of a jingle fest. And with that, Isabella, so we've done Free Jingle Friday. We're back now every Friday with this. Any shout-outs you wanted to do before we go, just quickly?
Head on over to mrc.fm/sung-jingles.
The live chat.
Oh, Mikey.
Yeah,
mrc.fm/sung-jingles.
Go on for all your sung jingle needs.
For all of your sung jingle needs, we have some amazing themes, and the price has just dropped down by 25%. And it is not a special offer. We simply have dropped our prices of sung jingles. So
hang on, why is that? Like, usually prices go up, so why have the prices of our sung jingles gone down, Isabella? Can you explain that?
Because I really want sung jingles to be very much something that is not exclusive, as in, like, you have to have a really high budget to get really good quality sung jingles. I've worked really hard with our producers and singers to find a way that we can create those amazing sung jingles at really affordable prices, because that's what we've always been about.
mrc.fm/sung jingles if you want to get one for yourself. And there's some nice chat stuff going on in the comments there, isn't there?
Yes, there is. And you were asking me to read it. Thanks.
Yeah, well, thanks recently for Paul Lee. I can do it if you like.
Yeah, please do. I feel like I've just been reading scripts for like the past 15
Paul Lee.
minutes.
Divine Travel. Thank you to our moderators, Bjorn, Doug, and Tim. You can see there in the chat.
Yay.
Thank you, Michael Suhovsky. Hayden recently in the chat there as well. Ari as well. Even Kai. Really, really good doing all of these great jingles with you. And with that...
Yes.
Shall we say goodbye?
Absolutely. Mike will record his jingles later today, so don't worry, they will be there.
Okay,
and we'll be back next week.
With that, we'll see you later. All the jingles will be uploaded to mrc.fm/FJF after the show. We're back next week and every single Friday for Free Jingle Friday. Bye!
Free Jingle Friday is made possible thanks to our sponsor, Restream. The easy way to stream to multiple social platforms at the same time. Restream Studio makes it simple to go live directly from your browser. Get your first month free at mrc.fm